These are the three need water adding at about 85 to 90 degrees. Okay. And then you go down to green tea, and that'll take water at 75. And then some of the Japanese teas, I've got some examples in there, they need water at 65, and I mean that's just above hot bath temperature, isn't it? You know.
So what's the negative of putting, say, boiling water with green tea? Does it burn the leaves?
It just scalds the leaves a bit, and it flattens the flavour. Right. What you tend to find is with green teas, it's all about that lovely citrusy, fresh flavour, which you'll never have had if you've drunk Twinings, because it just doesn't have that characteristic at all. It's an accountant design blend. Whereas with something, if you go somewhere where the chap who's making the tea maker or the factory manager, is a man of substance and actually knows what he's on with. I know it sounds stupid, but you know, honestly, you get someone who's been doing it for 3 or 4 generations and really, really into it, you know, and when he tries it, I really enjoyed doing it, and gets a kick out of what he's doing, you get some great teas. You go to other places, they're on the minimum wage, they don't want, you know, or less than, and they're stressed and this, that and the other, and they don't make good tea. And the plants are under stress because they're harvesting them hard and things like that. And running a tea plantation is all about having a sort of an equilibrium, not just a sort of a botanical one with your plants and that. You've got to keep the pickers happy, you've got to keep the people working in the factory happy, and it's about going all the way through. Now, somewhere like the estate there, those 2 sort of special reserve teas that I'm bringing in fairly soon. But they're on their way. It's just I'm waiting. They're actually being picked at the moment, so hopefully they'll be soon. But they're just absolutely brimming with character. But if you go around the estate, the pickers are on about, I don't know, probably about 60% more than even the legal minimum. They're looking forward to going to work every day. They're given decent quality housing, really good provision on the estate. So that's the social side is decent on there. This could be fair trade, but it doesn't need to be, because it's just how they do it. So they're not actually fair trade. They're just looking after the staff. They're all about the tea, and happy staff make good tea. The factory's state of the art. The machines are right up to the mark. But when I buy a ton of that, it could be 14,000 quid. I can buy a container, which is 14 tons of other teas for that. So there's a saying that used to be on the side of every tea chest, and it used to say, "It pays to buy good tea." And I really, really couldn't agree more. All the way through the, you know, if you, okay, it's dearer than, you know, a bit dearer than the other equivalents, but it's so much better. And that bit dearer passes all the way down the chain, and everyone's happy. You start looking at these rock bottom. Here, let me show you some really bad tea. The worst tea. Oh God, no! This makes PG Tips look like a very brute or Bollinger or something like that. There you go, pass that round. This is Argentinian tea. That well-known tea-producing nation, Argentina. And it... No,
that's nice.
It's not nice, I'll tell you.